Before life bridges, the treatment of our neighbors who have intellectual disabilities left much to be desired. These individuals were often outcasts, neglected, and overlooked, and their families were left with nowhere to turn. In 1973, a group of like-minded community members and teachers, friends and pastors decided it was time for a new future for their friends, family, and neighbors with intellectual disabilities. A future filled with hope, opportunity, and life. This is their story. Joyce Elrod, along with her husband Tommy and son Eddie, were a part of that 1973 opening.
I have been with Life Bridges way before it even started. And if it hadn't been for my family and Tommy and all the work we did, we sold candy in the middle of town and this and that and the other, but we got us a school started.
We had two facilities. We had a workshop down Barnell Road, and we had a day center on Old Coy Street. As we were able to make some inroads at the state level to change the policy, we were able to start acquiring some property. We also built 3 HUD homes. Those homes were for 10 people each, and they were very nice facilities. We did not want our people, our individuals, living in a place that we wouldn't live in.
Through the years, we have continued to improve our services to clients. They have a better quality of life now than they did back in the 70s. There's no doubt in my mind.
When you look over our history, you see that we have been given many opportunities and also faced great challenges. And it's noteworthy to know that the Lord has been with us through all these years, and that I feel like each day He helps us in the work that we do. I love that Life Bridges came into existence because there was a need in our community. Many people who had intellectual disabilities were at home and their families provided a great life for them, but there was a lacking when it came to community involvement and participation. We work with people over the continuum of their life. So you work with people and their families through every possible thing that happens in life, every circumstance. And so it's an awesome place to work. The people you work with become some of your closest friends because you know all about them and they know all about you.
Joanne has been served by Life Bridges since 1978. She, along with so many others, is family.
Is this you?
Yeah.
That's you right there.
Yeah.
And all these people came with you
Yeah.
in 1978. And then you lived in Group Home 1,
Yeah,
which
the
was the very first home that we had at Life Bridges. Louise, was she a special friend of yours?
Yeah.
She was like you told me she was like your sister?
Yeah.
A lot of people who have been through what you've been through would be bitter maybe or angry, but not Joanne. Full of kindness, full of love, and full of peace in her life.
In the beginning, when I was first hired, there was no such thing as community participation. I remember going to a training in Greenville at Green Valley when community participation was just being introduced. And what I brought back from that one training was we need to educate the community as to who we are and what we do. And I got the impression that the community was a little afraid. And that's one thing that I felt that community participation could help them be educated and help them learn. I want them to learn to embrace us. You know, I just really do. Embrace us as being different, but being so very special. I can't tell you how many people, how many individuals I've met over the course of this 40 years. You know, and I think of all the losses. There are just a select few that I am really, really close to that have really affected me deeply, and I will never, ever, ever
Community participation became further community engagement, with the establishment of our workforce program.
So I am the store manager here. In my 6 years as a store manager, this is my second store. Every store I've ever worked in, I always try to connect with local community groups that work with adults with developmental disabilities. I think I became involved when I had one of LifeBridge's folks come in for an interview for an order fulfillment associate, and we're going through the interview. We go all the way through, and he goes, "I need to tell you something." And I said, "Okay." He goes, "I have autism." And I said, "Great. It's not going to affect my employment." I said, "I know. That's fine. Let's just do it." It makes the store better because it creates people that have to learn how to relate differently, but then it also makes people realize that just because they may be different neurologically or whatever it may be, that they still bring a lot of value. And that's always been something that I want people to notice, because oftentimes those people get kind of pushed to the side. And so being able to bring that in and pay them well and treat them like every other associate and bring them into the fold makes every single store better. And it makes us reflective of the community that we're in.
You can go to, I don't know, 20 or 30 places in town and see our people working, doing a great job. You know, these folks never give up. They keep going. Doesn't matter what they're facing, and some of them face some really significant issues, but they're always happy. They're always outgoing, glad to see you, and they don't give up.
Just like those we serve and love every single day, the future of LifeBridges is just getting started.
Something that is at the forefront that we're looking at right now is virtual reality. So that is something that can really help with employment. So if someone was training for a job, instead of just looking at pictures or looking at videos and saying, "I might be interested in that, I'm not interested in that," they could put on a virtual reality headset and hold handles and say, "Okay, I think I can pack boxes. I think I can work on a food line, I can, wrap things." And then if they see that and experience what that atmosphere is like, they can determine if the environment is too stimulating for them, if it just doesn't seem like they want to do that, because I know that we've all had jobs that we just don't want to do. And so that is really the future, and it's coming quick.
I see the future very bright for LifeBridges. Some of us old folks will graduate off the board one of these days, and some younger people will be here with new ideas and vim, vigor, and vitality to carry on the program even in a better way than we have done it in the past.
One thing that I would like to see is us expanding our services and our offerings to those that are not supported for various reasons by the state. We have undertaken in the last 4 or 5 years probably a concentrated effort to raise the funds necessary to serve those individuals that aren't served. And that's what we continue to strive to, and that's our goal.
We are all fragile. We all want the same kind of things out of life. We want to have choices, we want to have quality of life, and we want to make a contribution. I can see that with our clients, and I think that all of us fit into that. So I think that we have more in common than we are different.
People who receive services at LifeBridges, they want to be loved, they want to be included, they want friends. So what are we doing? We're building bridges. We're connecting people to experiences that give them purpose and enjoyment in life.
To learn more about how you can be involved, visit lifebridgesonline.com. Thank you.
I will walk this road with you, hold your hand and see you through. Nothing will stand in our way, crossing over bridges and troubled waters. I'll always be right here by your side, by your side. I'll always be right here by your side.
I see you got a little tear in your eye. Are you okay?
Yeah, okay.
What's making you cry? Are you happy or sad?
No, happy.
You're happy. Okay. I see that pretty watch. Time's getting away. Are you saying it's time for them to go?
Yeah.